Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, everyone. I welcome all of you. Sorry, because of some confusion, meeting was not on, so I apologize for that. So let us begin our session. Already we are very late. We'll start with prayers. I request everyone to kindly join me in prayers, and then quickly we'll come to our topic. नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्ता स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय श्री कृष्ण बलराम की जय श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय. So our discussion, every discussion would be dedicated to our beloved spiritual master, His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada. Many of you know already who is Srila Prabhupada, but those who are newcomers, for them I would briefly introduce. In our later classes, you would know about Prabhupada even more. So Prabhupada is the personality who is an Indian who took birth in Calcutta in 1896. And he was very ambitious, very enthusiastic, very curious to broadcast the message of Bhagavad Gita all over the world. In fact, he wanted to first spread this message in India, but Indians were not ready. Indians were just, they had got independence, and they were every person in India, they were increasing their GDP. They were busy in advancing their economic development. So Prabhupada tried a lot, but people didn't accept the teachings of Bhagavad Gita. They kept it aside, and they were busy in their material activities. But because the spiritual master of Srila Prabhupada, so here one principle is very important. Even though Prabhupada is a great personality, he is a spiritual exponent, self-realized soul, but still he also needs an acharya, spiritual master, because the transcendental knowledge cannot be manufactured in the factory of our brain and can be understood. No, it is unlike material knowledge. Even in material knowledge, for that matter, you require a teacher to understand. By your own self, you cannot understand anything. So in the same way, in the spiritual knowledge also, you cannot just go on YouTube or social media and just start exploring and you'll get all that enlightenment. No, enlightenment is something which is very reserved thing. It is not just by reading or just by going through some social media you can get the enlightenment. As I said that something called SQ, IQ wise, you can get the intelligence quotient of spiritual understanding by reading here and there, but you cannot go into the depth and understand the exact meaning of the teachings of Bhagavad Gita, or for that matter, any of the scriptures. You require a guidance, you require a teacher. So Prabhupada also approached his spiritual master. His name was His Divine Grace, Isi Bhakti Vedanta Swam Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. So he was a great sannyasi, and he was very intelligent, very scholar. Even foreigners, when that time, in Britishers' time, when he would speak, the spiritual master of Srila Prabhupada, even the foreigners could not comprehend what this Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, that means the spiritual master of Srila Prabhupada, is speaking. Such high philosophical terms he would be using in his talks. That much intelligent Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur was. So Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur said that once they meet, in fact Prabhupada met very few times, about 5 to 6 times with his spiritual master, and very first time only he said that you are young intelligent man. And Prabhupada by the way he read. He studied in Scottish Church College in Calcutta, from the same college where Subhash Chandra Bose studied. 1 year senior Subhash Chandra Bose was from Prabhupada. So same college, Prabhupada also studied. Prabhupada was materially very intelligent. He was having all the material skills. He was speaking English. He could speak in English very nicely. So the moment he met his spiritual master um, addressed him that why don't you preach this knowledge all over the world? Then Prabhupada said that, oh master, who will listen Indians? Who will listen me if we go to preach the foreigners? So the spiritual master of Srila Prabhupada said that he had urged that why don't you preach this knowledge in the English speaking world, English speaking language? By this, it will help you also and it will help others, the whole world also. Then Prabhupada, for some sort of argument happened. Who will listen us? We are subjugated country. We are already a beggar, poor, and who America, Russia, all these developed nation, London, all these developed nation, they are not going to listen us. So this teachings, I don't think that it will help us, and this is not the right time to preach the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. Then the very important statement Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur said, that it is to be noted. He said that there is no deficiency in the world. Please note this statement, very important. It is very, very powerful statement. Anytime, and all of us always, many times we feel something deficit in our lives, and either it may be a deficiency in talent, deficiency in name, fame, deficit in money wise. So many times we feel deficit in some area and we feel bad about it. Yes or no? And therefore we struggle, we work and try to get that, try to fill that gap, try to fill that deficiency what we have. So Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur said that there is no deficiency in the world. The world is full. Lord has created this world. Purnamada Purnam. This world is full. There is no deficiency in this world. Only deficit is, you know what? The only deficit is this transcendental teachings of Bhagavad Gita. Krishna consciousness, this spiritual understanding, this is the only deficit in people's life. There is no deficit. If you just follow this, you try to fill this deficit, then all other deficits will be automatically fulfilled. Just like, for example, many of you may not develop faith or develop kind of that conviction. How can, just by developing our spiritual understanding, by understanding Bhagavad Gita, all other deficiency will be fulfilled. Just like, for example, when how the child is conceived in the womb of the mother, when father and mother unite, they unite. First night, semen is injected through the father into the womb of mother, and from that semen, what happens? Soul enters the body in the womb of the mother, and the moment soul enters, the development of the child, the fetus, it starts. The first night, ovum and semen mixes, and then like this, slowly it grows, and 7 days. So all this development is given in our Srimad Bhagavatam, how a child develops in embryology. Very nicely it is given. So how it is all happening, just because soul is there inside the embryo. Therefore, this embryo, this fetus is growing into a child, and after 9 months, it comes out. Now the soul, that soul comes out from the body, that spirit comes out from the body will fall, it will collapse, and it will degrade, and people will burn the body, all they will bury the body, all they will throw the body. What happens at the time of death? Everything is there, all the external arrangements are there in the body, but because spirit is not there, spiritual spark is not there, now everything has become useless. And now you try to feel all those things, but because the spiritual spark is missing, so all other things are of no use. So now you understood how spiritual spark is so very important. So if spiritual spark is there, spiritual touch is there, then everything will achieve its perfection. Just like Prabhupada very nicely gives the example. Suppose any instrument, any electronic gadget is there. Suppose this mobile is there, laptop is there, or any this big, gigantic flight, aerial, these things, airplanes, they're all there on the airports. So, will this airplane or flight automatically start taking off? No. How it will take off? A person, a spiritual spark, a living force will go and will start the airplane, and he will do something, and then plane will start taking off. Anna, yes or no? So the touch of spiritual spark is very, very important. So therefore, the spiritual master of Srila Prabhupada said, there is no deficiency in this world. Only deficit is of spiritual touch, spiritual understanding, Krishna consciousness. All other things will automatically fall in its place, because matter follows spirit. Spirit does not follow matter. Matter follows spirit. And if there is spirit, matter automatically will follow. So who is the supreme spirit? Krishna is the supreme spirit. Purush, he is Sarva Saktiman. Krishna in Bhagavad Gita will be all understanding these understandings, these insights, concepts in Bhagavad Gita. Krishna is the sun, and we are sparks. We are minute. Krishna is infinite. So if suppose Krishna is there, then all other things, whatever lacks we may be feeling in our lives, it will be automatically filled. Just like yesterday I was discussing, Duryodhana side, that means Kaurava. Duryodhana means Kaurav side, and Arjuna means Pandava's side. So Pandavas and Kauravas both are fighting. Very fierce battle is going on. This Russia-Ukraine battle is nothing. Some simply they are coming through helicopter and doing some explosion and all those things. That time in Mahabharata battlefield, every day thousands and thousands of people were dying, were killed, and one arrow you shoot, hundreds and thousands of people will be killed. That was the potency. As in our Gems of Wisdom series, I was discussing earlier. Today now we have power in yantra. Yantra power means machine power we have got. The Russia has got powerful weapons, nuclear weapon. Now he is threatening whole world. That anybody, if any country comes to support Ukraine, it will not be good. It will not be good for you. अगर कोई देश आके यूक्रेन को सपोर्ट करेगा तो उस देश में कुछ भी हो सकता है. रसिया ने ओपन चैलेंज कर दिया पुतिन, रसिया का जो प्रेसिडेंट है. So these are all yantra, means yantra challenge. So by nuclear weapon they can throw some nuclear weapon or atomic weapon like this. But earlier in Vedic time there was not yantra power, there was mantra power. People were very powerful in mantra. Just by chanting mantra, Arjun can invoke such a weapon that which can devastate the whole universe. One side Bhishma will throw the arrow of which will create strong heat. Then others from other side Arjuna will throw an arrow by chanting mantra which will shower the rain. Just see, and which will dissipate all the heat, and it will create very nice surrounding, very peaceful, very cozy, very serene atmosphere, so that the armies of Arjuna can fight very nice. If from this side Bhishma is throwing the arrow which is creating darkness, nobody can see next person, then Arjuna will throw an arrow by chanting mantra which will create light. So like this fight used to happen. They were fighting not by simply throwing one arrow. Through that arrow they would use mantra also. So mantra means spiritual spark. Anna? So and how Arjuna emerged victorious? Just because Krishna was there. The supreme spirit was there. Supreme spirit soul, that is Krishna, was there. Therefore Arjuna emerged victorious. Therefore it is very, very important for all of us to understand this principle. This is very, very important principle, which is unknown to us, which because it is not taught to us, that we can, if I am having something in lack, I am having something in deficiency, then I should work for it. I should try to achieve that, work very, very hard and try to achieve that, whatever I'm lacking. If I'm lacking money, I'm lacking strength, I'm lacking talent, so I should work in that direction. I should get that. This is one way. This is very, very raw way. There is another way, which is very, very intelligent way. That is, you do this thing. This is not denying. Krishna is, Bhagavad Gita is not denying all this principle. Yes, you do perform your duty, but should not become like as donkey. Whole day and night you have become so much workaholic, and so much working hard like animals, that you have sacrificed your own comforts. No, this is not the right way. The right way, you do your duty, but bring Krishna into picture, because Krishna is the reservoir of all the opulences, and if Krishna is there, then he will share with you, and that gap will be automatically fulfilled. So that statement was given by spiritual master of Srila Prabhupada to Prabhupada, that you preach this knowledge all over the world, automatically whole world will be happy. And following the same statement, Prabhupada broadcasted this Bhagavad Gita message to all over the world. Today, you see, anywhere you go in any part of the world, Ukraine, that day I shared the photo also, image, 54 Hare Krishna centers in a small city. Ukraine, the area of Ukraine is just double of Rajasthan. Just double of Rajasthan. That is the area, total area of Ukraine. Now you just imagine, in such a small area, Ukraine is having 54 Hare Krishna centers. Now just see. Kind of preaching happened in Prabhupada's time. What was the vigor of Prabhupada when he preached? This is about small country Ukraine. You go in America, London, even today, when this procession of Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadramaya happens, that day mayor declares holiday, official holiday in London. You see, when Prabhupada reached America, London, then reporter asked, why have you come here in my country, London? Then Prabhupada said, you Britishers, you came to my country and you looted everything, but you did not take one very important thing. You forgot that. You left there in India only. And I thought that why Britishers took everything but did not take this. So I have come here in your country to give that. What is that? Indian culture, Indian education system. What is Indian education system by that matter? Indian education system is this spiritual knowledge, the Gurukul system, spiritual understanding. Then when Prabhupada gave this statement, he was shocked. What is a response Prabhupada had given? So like this, Prabhupada gave this understanding to all over the world. Now, today, many people are following the teachings of Bhagavad Gita all over the world. You go London, you go America, you go Russia, China, anywhere you go, you will find foreigners having Bhagavad Gita in their hand, reading it, chanting Hare Krishna mantra. But we Indians, we are so much busy in our so-called material duties, and we have become so much obsessed with it that we neglect all these teachings, which are very, very important. For the in the name of business, in the name of so many other things, career development, we just overlook it. But this is very, very important. Why it is important? Suppose I'll give you one example, then I'll conclude our discussion. Suppose now coronavirus, somewhat we have got relaxation, and colleges are now opening, and all the students are called from the college. They had got the mail, and students are boarding. They are now landing the college. Suppose you reach the college and just you followed the track in the college road, and you are going somewhere where the road is taking you. You took a turn, because road took a turn, so you also took a turn. Then road went left, you also went left. Then you saw, oh, there is Tata Sports Complex, very nice, students are playing, so let me go and play also. So for some time you played cricket match because you were very fond of playing cricket. So you went there, Tata Sports Complex, you played there. You invested some time, about 2-3 hours, you enjoyed. Then you got tired. Then you went somewhere road went towards right side, so you went right side. Then you saw, oh, there is gym khana here. So you thought, oh, gym khana, I should make body also. No, I am very lean and thin. I have seen many stars having biceps and so many abs in their body. So I should also go and join gym. So now you went and started doing gym. Very nice. 10 kg, 20 kg you're lifting, doing all the hands, doing all the hands and legs. Then you got tired there also. Then you took again, went behind the gym khana. Then you saw, oh, there is lake also. Oh, there is a swimming pool also. People are swimming. So you went there for swimming also. For some time you swam over there. Then you got tired. Then again you here and there you roam. You are roaming around. Then you saw a cafeteria. People are enjoying there. So let me go and enjoy there. And then you enjoyed. Then you went there somewhere. There is a place called Adda. Then you sat there and now it's nicely hanging out. So like this, you are busy in the college campus. You are there. You are there in the campus itself, but you are busy in all these activities. Then finally you got tired. Night is there. Night has come, so you return back to your hostel. And in the hostel, nice dinner was arranged. You took your dinner. Then you went to your room. Room is already allocated, and for nicely you went and slept. So with this, like this, you are going on in your college life, campus life. You are very busy, no? You are very busy since morning till the night. You are busy doing all the activities, because so many people are busy in all those activities, so you are also busy in those activities. So what will you say to such a person who is simply doing all these things since morning till night? He is busy in playing cricket, or going to gymkhana, or swimming, or hanging out, going to cafeteria, chilling, enjoying, and then coming to mess, taking dinner and sleeping. Then comes to mobile phone, uses some social media sometime and sleeps. Then again gets up in the morning, again same activity. So what would you say to such a person? You would say, what are you doing? You have come here in the campus. You know the purpose of the campus. Why you have come here? You have come here for a specific purpose. Yes, these are all secondary things. You do this, but what is the primary thing? You have come here to learn, to do the graduation, to undergo the process of doing BTech. Yes or no? This is the right understanding. And this should be a primary activity of our going to campus. And all other activities are secondary. This is the primary activity. Going to campus, attending the classes, performing well in exam, then finally getting good internship in third year, then fourth year, final year, get a good placement. This is the primary work, yes or no? And all other activities which you were doing earlier also, now also you can do, but these are all secondary activity. But if you make these activity as primary and that activity you just neglect, then you are a fool, number one. Yes or no? In the same way, now you expand this example, what I gave, to our lives, our individual lives. We landed here in this material world from somewhere, and as the years are growing, years are passing, we are growing up. छोटे थे, बड़े हुए और बड़े हुए. छोटे थे तो खिलौना माँ ने पकड़ा दिया, पापा ने पकड़ा दिया, खिलौना से खेल रहे हैं. थोड़ा बड़े हुए, स्कूल में एडमिशन हो गया, स्कूल चले गए. तो स्कूल में जाने के बाद फिर है ना, वी वर highly geared up. Oh, we have to perform well, we have to get first rank in the school, so study well nicely. Then अच्छा आपने पढ़ाई किया, then you went in next standard, like this you are growing. 10th standard, then you got an idea, oh अच्छा, there is something called IIT, so I have to crack IIT. So in which standard I have to crack IIT? 12th standard. Okay, so in 12th I have to write exam also. So for that you are preparing. Now you see, as you are growing in the classes, according to that, your desires are also growing. Then you cracked IIT, now you are into IIT, you are pursuing graduation or post graduation. Then after graduation, what will happen? Go for marriage. Then there will be your offspring. Then like this, as you are growing in your age, when you are in 20s, when you are teenager, you are very energetic, bubbling with energy. You are going here, there, doing all kinds of activities. Then as you grew more, now you have become more young, senior, responsible person. So you should take responsibility. Now you're doing job, you are a married man. So like this, then again, offspring is there, then you have to send them school. So like this, we are all busy. Just like road is going left, so you are also going left. Road is going right side, you are also taking right side. जब 20 में, when you are 20s, then a person who is in 20, what he's supposed to do, we are also doing same thing. Like this, we are just spending our time, but did not ask why we are going in this way. What is the purpose of our life? Why should we do all these things? We never inquired. And here Bhagavad Gita comes into play. The role of Bhagavad Gita is this only, that you understand the purpose of this creation, your creation, and what is the relation between you and this creation world. Why you have come here, what is the ultimate purpose, ultimately why we have landed here, why in a particular family, why not in other family. पड़ोस का भी तो घर था, वहां ले सकते थे ना जन्म, है ना? कभी कभी ऐसा होता, एट सेम टाइम आपके पड़ोस में भी एक बच्चे का जन्म हुआ, आपके घर में भी जन्म हुआ, क्यों ऐसा नहीं हुआ वो बच्चा उसके घर में जन्म ले लिया और वो बच्चा आपके घर में जन्म लिया? Who is deciding all these things? So the in human life, yes, all these things what we are doing, we have to do, but these are all secondary activity. These are like going to Tata Sport Club and playing cricket, going to gym khana and doing gym, going to swimming pool and doing swimming. These are all activities important to keep your body fit, but these are all secondary activity. The primary activity is to know. Another example is like you went to the some company. Suppose after your placement you went to company, but you don't know what are do's and don'ts, what are roles and responsibilities of mine. You just went there and you are given a laptop and a chair. Now you do. What will you do? Immediately you'll ask, what should I do, sir, in this company? Yes or no? This is the first question which you will be asking your company after going there, or before that only, I guess. Anywhere we go, we ask question, why am I doing this? What I am supposed to do? Why and what and how? These questions are very, very important in our life. So but here in our life we don't ask question, why am I doing this? Why am I suffering? Why this Ukraine has attacked, Russia has attacked Ukraine? Why this corona is again going on mutating? When a fourth wave is going to come? Why all these things? Why am I black? Why somebody is very fair in complexion? Why somebody is very intelligent? Why am I extra intelligent? These questions are very, very profound question, and answers are given in Bhagavad Gita. Therefore, it is very, very important to read Bhagavad Gita, understand the do's and don'ts, what are do's and what are don'ts, which we have to follow in our life. Otherwise, we are leading a life in ignorance, in the darkness, and will be always disturbed, will be always into delusion, will be always confused. Kya kare, kya na kare? What is the right process? What is the right thing? What will give me happiness? Because you did not ask question, you did not ask from the right person, you did not refer the manual, therefore you are confused. So the manual of our life, manual of how to live here in this world peacefully, happily, satisfied, Bhagavad Gita we have to refer. We must refer. Otherwise, there is no hope. Externally, you may achieve all these things, but all these things are ultimately defeated. Like in Christian, in Bible, there is statement. What is the use of achieving everything when you have achieved everything, but you lost your soul? What is the use of that? No use. No, you achieved everything, but you lost your own soul. Steve Jobs statement, final statement, also same thing. So this is my request to all of us to kindly give chance to this also. We have given so many chance to so many things in our lives. So many things we have attempted. This, that, ye bhi kar liya, wo bhi kar liya, but none of them has given us the real satisfaction. So why don't you give a try to this Bhagavad Gita classes, understand the principles, imbibe the qualities in your life, what you're learning here. And now then you see people, those who have tried, they have become perfect, they have become very happy, they have achieved a bliss in their life. And if you also follow, you'll also achieve bliss in your life. This is guaranteed. So with this, I'll stop. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. If you have any question, you can ask. So that's how we understood that why the teachings of Bhagavad Gita is very, very important to all of us to understand. Even though we are very busy, we can take out times. No, just like President of America, don't you think he is very free person? He is very, very busy person, but still he takes out time for his own family, for his own for his own whatever interest he has, whatever liking disliking he has, he will take out time and he will go there. There are many people, they will go and they will play golf. Even if they are very busy, they will find out time. So where there is will, there is a way. So there must be a will, and will comes by the knowledge. If we don't have knowledge, then we'll not have that will. That internal, burning desire will not be there. So we should have that burning desire to understand the teachings. For that we should have knowledge also. So jahan chahe wahi raah, where there is will, there is way. So you should all have the will that yes, I'll understand this knowledge. And if you have will, you will take out time. Time is not a main problem. Problem is, your interest. And ultimately, this is all practical region. What is transcendental region? When you start attending Bhagavad Gita classes, then transcendental energy start influencing in your life, start coming into your life. Then you'll see that how Krishna will arrange the time for you, and you can do everything very perfectly. And you'll be surprised कैसे मैं सब कुछ कर पा रहा हूँ, because the divine energy will come into play then. So I request all of you to take out time every day and attend the classes and learn the gems of wisdom which are there in Bhagavad Gita. Okay, so I hope we should stop now. Somebody has written in chat box, yes bro, we have to pay attention, then what if birthday parties comes? Okay, so thank you very much. Hare Krishna. If anybody has any question, you can ask, or else you can continue your other work.